going on, guys? Tournzy with here today. Welcome back to another NHL 17 video. In this video, I'm going to be seeing if the Vancouver Canucks will make the playoffs. So let's go ahead, and I'm in season mode here, so I'm just going to basically sim it to the end of the season, and we're going to see what EA thinks of the team and if they're going to make the playoffs. So you can see we're here in the Pacific Division. I will give us that team. You can see the overalls, the only overall worse than us, or there's actually three overalls that are worse than us: Edmonton, Calgary, Arizona, and Anaheim, which I find Anaheim kind of weird to believe. Also even Edmonton, because they got a lot of good young guys. But that Central Division's definitely packed. Going to be hard to make the playoffs or get the wild card position. So yeah, if LA and San Jose are probably going to be the two leading people in our division. And then we're not too worried about the Eastern Conference. So let's go ahead and start this season, guys. I just want to see what the season sim gives us. I'm personally a pretty big Canucks fan. I'm born and raised in Vancouver, so I was there for the 2011 riot. Okay, I remember when that happened. Did I riot? I don't know. I will never say. Anyways, I think the Canucks' biggest competition this year, again, is the three California teams. But the battle, like, the Alberta teams are getting way better too. You know, Calgary's got a lot of good young guys. Edmonton just recently named McDavid captain. So there's a lot that they really need to worry about. I'm not going to mess with the rosters or anything. I'm just going to let them do their own thing, basically. And I left computer trades on as well. So let's just go ahead and go to the end of the season, and let's see what happens here. Anyways, so yeah, again, the Canucks, I mean, I think they're in tough. They're in a tough division. The California teams have a lot of good veterans, and the Alberta teams are on the rise. You know, in the past, the Canucks have been able to absolutely dominate the Alberta teams, and I don't think that's going to be the case anymore. Even I think they're going to have a tough time with Arizona. And then you look at the Central Division, and they're going to get both the wild card spots. You know, the wild card spots aren't going to the Pacific Division this year because I think it's too competitive. I mean, the Sedins are aging. They did sign Louis Eriksson. Maybe they can find some chemistry pretty instantly there. But it's going to be tough. You know, I mean, there's a couple good young players on Vancouver. Yes, Bo Horvat, Jake Virtanen, Sven Barchi. But, I mean, are they top 6 material? I don't know. I'm not really sure. It's going to be interesting to see. So we're just above 500 here, which is actually pretty interesting. I've been watching all of the Canucks preseason games as well, and all the guys that they brought in for pro tryout contracts, like Tuomo Ruutu, Jack Skilly, they're looking good. I mean, they got some tough decisions to make. They got a losing record in the preseason so far. Their last game's tonight, but I don't know. I think they made a good trade when they got rid of McCann and brought in Eric Goodbranson, because they just need to get bigger, you know what I mean? I mean, Edmonton's bringing in Lucic. Calgary's already got a pretty tough team. The LA teams, or the California teams, are all big. Even Arizona's got Martin Hanzal on their team, Shane Doan as their captain. So, I mean, there's a lot of size in the Pacific Division, and I think the Canucks have more of like a skill speed set profile than compared to everybody else. You know, they're built for speed and offense. But I don't know. I mean, when are the Sedins going to retire? I think this is their last contract year at $7 million, or there might be one more year, but they're still the first line. I mean, they've been pointing up a point a game for like almost 15 years now. It's going to be hard to take that ice time away from them. I don't see, you know, the young guns really overtaking them. It's going to be good that we finally got Brandon Sutter back. I mean, he was supposed to be the second line center all year last year, and he got hurt like 20 games in, and we didn't see him for the rest of the season, so that kind of sucked. Our D-core also pretty shaky. Our top two D-man, Alex Edler and Chris Tanev, are pretty good, and we also brought in Goodbranson, so it's going to be interesting to see what he brings to the table besides, you know, just grit. Like, I know he's supposed to be a tough guy. He was a former 3rd overall pick in the NHL like 3, 4, 5 years ago, so I mean, I got big expectations for him, but he's going to be, you know, the one protecting our goalies. Oh, that actually brings me to our goalie situation, you know. Ryan Miller and Jacob Markstrom. Personally, I think Jacob Markstrom's a better goalie, but Ryan Miller's the veteran, you know what I mean? He's the veteran goaltender, and it doesn't look like we're making the playoffs, guys. Look at that record, 16, 25, and 2. Damn, it looks like we're more going for the first overall pick than we are rather than making the playoffs. I mean, as a Canucks fan, obviously I want to see them make the playoffs, but I think they really need to go for a rebuilding year. Like, being a tweener team doesn't help them, and they've been like a tweener team basically since 2011, you know, barely making the playoffs and then get kicked out in the first round. And like, they made the playoffs 2 years ago, and they lost to Calgary in the first round, and then Calgary lost to Anaheim, and then Anaheim lost to Chicago, and then Chicago won in the Stanley Cup Finals. You know what I mean? They're so far off from being a Stanley Cup contending team, and I think that's what I want to see from them. I still watch all their games if they lose. I mean, I literally watch all 82 games of the Canucks every year, and so I watch a lot of Canucks hockey, and it just unfortunate, you know, they don't have that excitement that they had back in the day, 2011, 2010, when they're winning a ton of games and they're doing it convincingly. You know, it seems nowadays when they win a game, it's just by luck. Honestly, it's just honestly by luck, and it sucks as a Canucks fan, you know, being a tweener team. I'm out in Ottawa now, so I guess I have to frickin' cheer for the Sens, but I think Sens are kind of in the same boat personally. Yeah, I don't know. I think, again, the Canucks are in tough. Ever since Boston broke their backs in Game 7 in Vancouver, it's been some tough years for the franchise. I mean, they got rid of Luongo and Corey Schneider. Sedins are still here, but they got rid of Kessler because he asked for a trade. They got rid of Bieksa, which were really the two heart and soul guys for the team. You know, Christian Ehrhoff's kind of been a journeyman since he left the Canucks. He was, like, I think our best defenseman on that Stanley Cup run. He scored so many goals. Trade deadline, let's just keep going. I'm not trying to make trades here. You never know what happened. Maybe the Canucks are trading away all their assets and trading for picks. I mean, that's what they probably should do, but I think the Sedins are probably going to retire in Vancouver. They've had their whole career here, and they're great ambassadors in Vancouver. You know, they're always out in the community at the Children's Hospital or at public events, whatever it may be, and really supporting the community. So that's good to see. But it's all about the next generation now. You know what I mean? It's all about Bo Horvat, Brandon Sutter, Jake Virtanen, Jacob Markstrom, Ben Hutton. You know, what do these guys got to bring to the table? Are they gonna, you know, be a part of a Stanley Cup winning Vancouver Canucks team one day? I really hope so, because if EA is right about this simulation, and we're gonna be, holy crap, we're getting absolutely smoked by some of these teams, man, and we're gonna freaking be 13 games under 500. We better be getting that first overall pick. So pretty sad to see. April 10, EA is predicting a 31, 44, and 7 score for the Vancouver Canucks. That's unfortunate. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up, like this, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, guys.
Me, I'm just done.